Good evening, everyone. Good to see all of you join in. Welcome to the session. So, guys, I hope the 15 minutes revision videos that went live the last few days have helped you a lot. I tried to cover some of the most important questions that learners have. Okay, considering what is the difference between the para summary and author's position, how to attempt a strengthening and weakening question, what are the important CR questions. So I hope those 15 minutes revision videos have helped you. If you haven't watched them, please make sure that you go through the channel's playlist and watch them. Okay, welcome to the session, guys. Good evening, Pallavi. Kaise ho aap? Good to see you. How are you doing? How was your day so far? Good. Hi, Kushi. Welcome to the session. Hello. Good to see all of you. Okay, guys, how was your day so far? Good, bad, boring? Good, bad, ugly, boring, hectic. Hello. Big fan, Rahul. Honestly, a big fan now of yours, considering your musical talent. Welcome to the session, guys. Good to see everyone. Hello, Gopal. Hi, Mehek. Good to see all of you after a really long time. Live थोड़े दिन के बाद मिल रहे हैं. But guys, आज से live sessions daily 5 p.m. Okay, without fear, I want you to attend them, and we will follow these sessions up with special classes. Okay. Why, Pallavi? What happened? Hello, Kavya. Good evening. Welcome to the session. Today's session is all you need to know about odd one out. Okay, so before we get started, हेलो मिस्टर शुभम जी, आपका क्या करेंगे जब यू गेट मैरिड? शुभम मिस्टर ही रहेगा? अरे really loved it. I really loved, you gave it your own, Rahul, it was really nice. You gave it your own touch. It was not just a replica of the original music. मतलब उसमें आपका it was a happier version somehow I felt. And उसमें आपका एक touch था, वो बहुत अच्छा था. Okay. So guys, welcome to the session. Today is going to be about odd one out. Okay, so before I tell you about odd one out, let me take you through the importance of taking the Plus and Iconic subscription. Guys, 5 months से भी कम है CAT exam के लिए. And if you haven't started your preparation, or if you haven't, your preparation is not full swing में नहीं है, या आपका preparation अभी भी आधा कच्चा पक्का है, you do not know, you have a lot of doubts, you've not completed the entire syllabus, you want guidance, you want to learn from India's top educators, then all you need to do is take the Unacademy Plus subscription. Digital notes, unlimited access to the entire CAT portal, interactive live sessions with structured PDFs and courses. In Iconic, you get all of these features. In addition to that, you also get mentorship. Mentorship from top exam experts who will guide you regarding GDPI. You also get digital and physical notes. Mock analysis hota hai. Doubt solving hota hai. So guys, what are you waiting for? Do not forget to apply the code Ritu MBA and take the subscription. Hi Anurag. कच्चा पक्का प्रिपरेशन वो होता है शुभम, जब आप कई दिन से प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो फिर भी आप लीडर बोर्ड पे टॉप पे नहीं आ रहे हो, या आपके मॉक स्कोर्स बता देंगे कि कच्चा पक्का प्रिपरेशन क्या होता है. ओके, सो अनुराग, देन आप वोकैबुलरी पे फोकस करो और ग्रामर पे फोकस करो. स्टार्ट विद वोकैब मेड इजी एंड ग्रामर मेड इजी. गुड इवनिंग वर्तिका. अच्छा, हो जाएगा पल्लवी, डोंट वरी, आई विल लुक इनटू इट. आई हैव सबमिटेड इट, तो जल्दी से लाइव हो जाएगा. ओके, right. Chalo guys, good evening guys. Welcome to the session. Chalo, so guys, these are the Plus and Iconic subscription plans. Please make sure कि अगर आपका goal CAT 2022 है तो आप 12 months का subscription लो. If your goal is CAT and OMETS, okay, please make sure guys 18 months GDPI cover हो जाता है 2023 वालों के लिए, 18 months and 24 months, and same applies for Iconic subscription. Hi Aman, welcome to the session. For RC and CR, you can go through my Abhyas batch playlist. Don't forget to apply the code Ritu MBA. Chalo. So guys, pehle to, hello Faizan, welcome to the session. So before we move on to the questions guys, I'm going to tell you about the basics of odd one out. तो उसके जो concepts है, I've summarized all the concepts about, okay, cake. Really innovative. Nice name. Okay, so come on guys, let's get started. So जितना भी odd one out का basics है, I have compiled it in this particular slide. And this slide is very important guys. Please make sure कि 8 points आप ध्यान में रखो. and please make sure कि 8 points को आप implement भी करो. Okay, that is very crucial. See, what happens with odd one out is, how many questions first of all do you get from odd one out? You get about 2 to 3 questions from odd one out if you're going by a post-COVID pattern, and if you're going by a pre-COVID pattern, you can expect 3 to 4 questions from odd one out. So लोग para jumbles पे इतना emphasis देते हैं, but odd one out guys equally important है, and इससे भी उतने ही questions आते हैं. This is also theta type. Okay, there is no negative marking if you get it wrong. If you get it right, you get +3. Okay, so it's a very important question type, and I feel, and I'm sure, I don't know, everyone's cup of tea is different. I mean, everyone's strength or weakness is different. But what I've understood is generally students get odd one out right. So if your para jumbles are a little dicey, please focus on odd one out. Okay. अब जो para jumble में हमने सीखा था वो odd one out में भी apply होता है. Okay, so let's understand this guys. See, please listen to this particular slide carefully. Okay, now I'm going to explain this to you. This is very important. Be all ears, and then we move on to the questions. Okay, now please listen to this. See, what happened is there was a paradigm shift in the way odd one out questions were framed from 2017. Okay, so before 2017, the question types were basic odd one out. Okay, that is let's say 5 statements are given. Okay, 4 statements are, let's say, talking about apples. 1 statement is talking about oranges. And clearly this is the odd one out. But that's only one. Why? Because it was very difficult to spot. All the statements looked like they were from the same topic. They were from the same paragraph. So it became really difficult for students to pinpoint. If you guys go check this out, you will understand that 2017 में जितने भी odd one out थे, they were all last one outs. So essentially it should have been called as last one out. Okay. Guys, lag हुआ है क्या? नहीं हुआ है. I'm watching it. Achha, so all the questions in 2017 should technically be called as last one out questions. Now see, what necessarily happens is, now what they've started to do is, they can also, see, there are, you might think that, okay, they will take an article, उसमें से एक पैरा उठाएंगे, उसमें से 4 statements उठाएंगे, एक दूसरा article लेंगे, उसमें से एक statement उठाएंगे, clearly odd one out मिल जाएगा. Okay, clearly we'll be able to find the odd one out. But now guys, what happens is sometimes they give you 4 statements from a paragraph and 1 statement from the same article but a different paragraph. So they've made it tricky. So what happens is language looks similar, topic looks similar. So it becomes very difficult for students to find out the odd one out. So what you have to understand is, don't just go on the basis of apples and oranges. Try and frame an order. Try and frame subsets. Any statement which is not a part of a mandatory pair, or which is not a part of a subset, which is independent, that could be your odd one out. Any statement after making an order which you feel is the last one out. Why is it the last one out? Because it's a statement, maybe it's, it's talking about a slightly different topic, or it's like talking about a slightly different point, and maybe it's a statement from the same article but a different paragraph. So last one out ho sakta hai. A statement from the same article but not from the same para because it diverts the topic a little. It introduces a new area. Sometimes, keywords के basis पे students चले जाते हैं कि ठीक है 5 statements सब में शुभम 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 है. But guys, what the author could do is, you have to understand that he can take 4 statements about Shubham from one article and 1 statement about Shubham from another article. Please focus on the language. Please focus on the theme. What is the theme of the passage? Okay, what is the theme of the passage? What does the author want to say? There could be a statement which contradicts the other statements. Okay, so please make sure that I'll come to these points towards the end of the session as well after we've practiced. But what I want you to know is your approach should be to frame an order and to build subsets. A statement which does not fit in anywhere, or which comes in last, or which looks like okay iske bina kaam chala sakte hain, or which contradicts the other statement. Language thoda different hai, does not fit into the theme of the passage. Looks like it's from the same article but not necessarily the same para because it diverts the topic a little. It goes slightly beyond the topic. That could be your odd one out. Got it guys? Yes, maybe from a different paragraph. Clear? So we'll put all of this into practice. Are you ready to take on the questions guys? Yes? Type in a big yes if you're ready to take on the questions. Yeah, shall I take you to the questions now? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, great. चलो guys, questions की तरफ चलते हैं. Okay, first question on your screen from odd one out. Try your hands at it. Go ahead, everyone. Come on. Come on, guys. First question on your screens. Come on, everyone. Okay, question on your screen. Try and build subsets. Frame the order. हाँ Pallavi, I'll take it in the special class. Jatin 3, Mrinal 3. What about the others? Okay, everybody wants to go with 3. Shall I log this, guys? Do all of you feel the answer is 3? Great, wonderful, wonderful. Correct, guys. The answer option is 3 and the order of the remaining sentences is 4, 2, 1, 5. See, if you look at it, this talks about the Great Wall of China. Okay, this introduces it. The Ming Dynasty, 1368, the Great Wall of China, as we know it today, was brought to fruition. Now, this talks about the history, and this also continues that the building of the Great Wall took a lot of time. Substantial additions were made to the wall. Ming Dynasty had to contend with a great number of attacks. So this basically talks about the history and how the Ming Dynasty actually brought it to fruition. In the year 1368, the Great Wall of China was brought to fruition. The complexity and sheer size of the Ming Wall over here refers to the Great Wall, outdid all of its predecessors. It was really huge and it was really complex. This also talks about the additions and in order to prevent it from attackers, which too also talks about. In many places, the wall is wide enough. In fact would be like a an elaboration of a previously mentioned. So this talks about the sheer size. This talks about the sheer size. This continues. It says yes, it's wide enough. So 4215. If you look at 3, if that were true, major highways would also be visible. Highway, space, they are much larger than the Great Wall. See, so this is irrelevant. This is irrelevant. It is inconsistent with the theme of the passage. This says they are larger than the Great Wall, but we are talking about how the Great Wall is larger than many other walls. So this in a way also contradicts the passage. So correct. 3 is your odd one out. Clear, guys? Did all of you understand this? Okay, very good. Let's go to the second question. Come on, everyone. Second question. Guys, 5:45 ko special class hai. I want every single one of you to join. Come on, everyone. Come on everyone, question on your screen. चेक एक बार ठीक से. Five and 1 seems to be the popular option. Everybody type in your answers, then I will explain. Not revealing anything so far. Subset banao, order banao guys, and please 2 minutes slow per question. उतना time चाहिए. Don't be hasty. Haste में कहीं गलत नहीं हो. Okay, chalo, I'll explain this. They campaigned to leave and they were as good as their word. The job of steering Britain towards the EU's exit doors has thus fallen to the only candidate left in the race, Theresa May, who campaigned to remain. Now ye dekho, leave, campaign to remain. This week, the last of the prominent leavers, Andrea Leadsom, withdrew her candidacy after a few days media scrutiny revealed her to be fantastically ill-prepared. Her effortless victory presents a tactical problem. Okay, now guys, I'll ask you this. Her effortless victory. Can you tell me who is this her? Can you tell me who is this her? Just answer this. ये her कौन है? Come on everyone. Gaurav, Khushi, Surajit, Sneha, Pallavi, Cricket Buddies, Gopal, Ritika, Rahul, everyone. Who is this her? Theresa May. Okay, Gopal says her is Theresa May. Fine. If her is Theresa May, this says her effortless victory presents a tactical problem. Okay, can you tell me which sentence gives us the tactical problem? It says presents a tactical problem. What is the tactical problem? Can you tell me which sentence tells us about that? कौन सा statement बता रहा है कि tactical problem क्या है? What is a tactical? A singular, ठीक है? A tactical problem. Fine, even if it's Leadsom to withdrew her candidacy. How can you use effortless victory for Leadsom? Guys, it could be a statement from the same article, but it's not from the same para. This is unanswered. Your odd one out is 4. Why did you get this wrong? I think only Surajit got it right and he got the right order as well. Guys, effortless victory kisme? Whose effortless victory? What is the tactical problem that's not clear? So 4 is clearly the odd one out. Just because it's about Britain and EU and victory and her and names, don't get confused. Just don't go only on the basis of language. Try to build subsets. Take 2 minutes to answer a question, guys. Otherwise, these nuances you will not be able to catch on to. Okay, but now clear, guys. Everybody clear with this? So the answer over here is 4. Okay. Come on. So guys, before we go on to the next question, let me remind all of you that the Emerge batch for CAT 2022 starts on 14th of July. It's an evening batch with Bharat sir, Sagar sir, Ravi sir, Suman ma'am and Pranav Pant sir. Please make sure that you enroll, and yes, very good Khushi. And guys, tomorrow I start off with my new plus course which starts 10 a.m. subah. Please make sure that all of you are there. Okay, next question. Third question on your screen. Try. Come on, everyone. You will have to check it out, Aditya. I'm so sorry, I don't have much information about that. Come on, everyone. Okay, Mrinal says 2. Rahul, Jatin, Mehak, Khushi. Cake. 2, 5. Okay, guys, very good. Majority of you've got it right. The answer option over here is 2, and the order of the remaining sentences is 4, 1, 3, 5. It's basically a narrative passage, and narrative passages are the easiest because you just have to arrange them in the sequence of events. So recently, taking an Uber in Delhi, I tripped into a conversation with the driver asking him to take to Aurangzeb Road. He pointed out that it was now called, this it refers to the Aurangzeb Road. I laughed and suggested it didn't matter how governments change. So this name was changed to this name, and this is the author's point of view about it. For example, so will always be called by the original names. I asked who called the Connaught Place circles Indira Chowk or Rajiv Chowk, and we were off. So this basically talks about the conversation between the Uber driver and the author. If you look at this, I asked him whether history could be wiped out, however hard people tried. First of all, this talks about people, whereas the author talks about government. Nobody is wiping out history. It's basically only about name change. So that's why the order is 4, 1, 3, 5, and very good. The order odd one out is 2. Next one, fourth question on your screens. Come on, everyone. Excellent. Guys, don't forget this class is going to be followed by a special class. The special class starts at 5:45 on the Unacademy Learning app. Special classes are free live classes on the Unacademy Learning app. So without fail, make sure to log in. Come on, everyone. Great. Hi, Dia. Good evening. How are you? I'm good. I hope you're doing good too. And I missed all of you too. Good evening. I'm good, Dia. How are you? Rishika says 4, Vartika 4, Surajit 1, Cake says 4. Come on. Okay, shall I reveal, guys? Shall we discuss this? Okay, let me reveal the answer, everyone. The right answer to this question is 5, and the order of the remaining sentences 4, 2, 1, 3. Okay, please pay attention. Acha, suno. Okay, passports were not generally carried or required until the First World War. For centuries, institutions like slavery and serfdom, again, form of slavery, restricted the movements of the sectors of society that did most of the work. But until just over 100 years ago, there was no consensus or agreement for the view that states had an unequivocal right. Unequivocal means clear, undisputed, to bar foreigners from entry into their territory. Borders, as we understand them now, the fixed, impermeable shells of what the political economist Polanyi, the new crustacean type of nation, did not exist when my grandparents were born. Humans have been on the move for hundreds of thousands and perhaps even millions of years. But national borders have never in human history been as militarized as they are today. Okay, now guys, look at this. Humans have been on the move for hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions of years. For centuries, institutions like serfdom and slavery restricted the movement. Passports were not generally carried or required until the First World War. This basically talks about This basically talks about borders. It talks about movement. It talks about migration. It talks about the past understanding of migration and movement. But national borders have never in human history as militarized. This talks about militarized. And guys, more importantly, this says but. Where would you connect this? And militarized, don't you feel this is irrelevant? You're talking about freedom to move. You're talking about ease of movement. Whereas 5 talks about militarization. Don't you feel that's the odd one out? Clear, guys? Clear, everyone? 5 talks about 4. How? But this talks about militarization. 1, see, basically 1 talks about that, see, humans have been on move for hundreds and thousands of years. ये बता रहा है past के movements के बारे में, and this also talks about movement. Like first, there's freedom of movement between national borders. You didn't even require a passport. But still, borders as we now know them did not exist when my grandparents were born. So did not exist, matlab people were free to move. Even passports were not required. So actually 1 and 3 complement each other. Got it, Gaurav? 1 and 3 complement each other. Uh, Borders did not even exist. Like passports were not even required or carried until the First World War. Got it? Clear with this? Okay, very good, guys. Come on, let's go to the next question. Come on, guys, question number 5. Let's take this up as the last question before our special class. Next question. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, guys. Question on your screen. Rinal says 1, Khushi 1, Mehak 1. What about the others? Gaurav 1, Rishika 1. Okay, so everyone, the right answer to this question is 1. Very good, guys. Kudos. Wonderful. And the order is 4235. Let's check this out. The government of India believes that the US may rethink its decision to curb imports from India. US President Donald Trump, in a letter to the US Congress, expressed his willingness to withdraw from India the GSP, which allows India to export some types of goods at zero or very low tariffs. Though only 5.6 billion worth of exports from India are covered by GSP, it is worth noting that under this provision, many Indian goods were allowed to be imported into the US with zero or nominal tariffs. This facility was available for items such as textile, leather goods, engineering goods, gems, and jewelry. Sorry, guys. The order is 2435. I'm so sorry. 2435. So, if you look at this, 2 talks about very low tariffs. This provision, this facility, items. If you look at if you look at ये सारे statements देखोगे तो it basically talks about the GSP. Now this says the government of India believes that the US may rethink its decision to curb imports. You're not talking about curbing imports. You're talking about low tariffs, nominal tariffs, GSP. Got it, guys? Did all of you understand this? Nobody is talking about a ban or a curb. Yeah, 2. 2 is the opener. 2435. Very good, guys. The odd one out is 1. Excellent work. We'll stop here for now, guys. We'll continue in the special class. The A stat, guys, with exclusive extension offer. You take the 6-month subscription. You get 2 months. This could go a long way in your preparation for the GDPI. Don't forget to apply the code J17 others. Next special class